say everything he was saying, all right, is beginning to come to pass now.
In the last couple of days, I've gotten tons of hate mail from black Trump voters. Now, right off the bat, if you're black and you voted for Trump and you're still supporting Trump, you are delusional. If you think Trump, I've known Trump for 30 years. If you think he's pro-black people, you're completely delusional. I've been to Mar-a-Lago I don't know how many times, and I've never seen a black person there. And Mar-a-Lago is a huge place. There's 1,000 people there when I go there for a fundraiser or an event. Never seen a black person. I've never seen a single black person there. Okay? Trump is not a fan of black people, but you probably didn't see this. If you're still supporting him, you probably didn't see how he snuck this in a couple of days ago. So a couple of days ago, if you're not familiar, Trump pulled back the law that kept federal workers in federal buildings from segregating bathrooms, drinking fountains, work areas from blacks and whites or any other race. Okay, it was always black and white, but that's what the law says. He pulled it. Okay, now we're going back to the days of the early 60s, late 50s, 1950s and before, where there were black colored water fountains is what they called them for coloreds, and white water fountains, and restaurants. And now in federal buildings, they can discriminate against you. Okay, let me tell you, if you didn't know that, let me tell you what's next. It's coming. Watch. The Civil Rights Act of 1964. Now, if you don't know your history, that's what Martin Luther King died for, basically. Okay, that's what John Lewis used to march in the streets for. Jesse Jackson, all these guys fought for this to give so people could not discriminate. The government couldn't discriminate, citizens couldn't discriminate, companies couldn't discriminate against people of color. Okay, if he pulls that, we're headed back to 1950. And if you're black, you ain't gonna like it. Let me tell you. Okay, I don't know how many of these people that are sending me hate mail that are black are educated people, but if you know your history, I don't see how you're supporting Trump. Wake up before it's too late. It's going to take generations to pull this back together, if we ever do. And you don't want to live in a country when you're a black person that's circa 1940, 1950. It was not a pleasant experience. Okay, that's why the civil rights people marched and did all the things they did, because they had real guts. They weren't sitting back. Another thing I'm getting from black people is, oh well, you can march now. We did it in civil rights. It's your turn. Are you kidding me? If you're not a wealthy white,
yeah, real quick, because I was thinking about that. That was an era during that Jim Crow era. All right.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakwakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to my YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this power captivity. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with no lesson. Today's lesson, we're going to go into this video called Martial Law is Coming to the Hood, You Rebel Jakes. And also another video which I'm gonna get this video. I think this is on his channel, actually, funnily enough. I'm gonna get this video as well, so you can also watch it. But yeah, basically the thing about this is how bear with me one moment, I'm trying to find, here it is, right here. The thing about this,
in the last couple of days,
so the thing about this is how you have a bunch of Jakes that are Trump supporters. Okay, and again, that's a funny thing, because you see how DJT is hold on, Slakia. You see how DJT has been treating Jake in general, and when I say Jake in general, I don't just mean so-called black people, but other Jakes as well, like the so-called Hispanics. You know, getting deported and all that stuff, being treated like absolute dog water through ICE, and having a bunch of ICE agents literally just find any type of reason to freaking, go violate people's rights and stuff like that. Like that was a very terrible thing of being in how they've been treated. Okay, so it's not a good thing. It's very very bad. We see these types of stuff. We see all the stuff that is going on, and as a result of that, hearing that there's a bunch of Jakes that voted for DJT and still support him. You even have Esau over here that's openly saying that you should not be supporting him because he does not give a damn about you. He is, as a matter of fact, I think a lot of the laws, even though it doesn't say, because that was one of the big things. Whenever Esau makes a law, their laws it doesn't like flat out say, oh, this is targeted towards so-called black people. It is a literal law that says, okay, can we get all the information on so-called black people? When do the so-called black people vote? When do the black people do this? Where are the locations that are predominantly so-called black people? And then they place limits and say, okay, this place is not valid. This thing is not valid. People from this area are not valid. Or people who drink watermelon, like that, this type of stuff, all right, is not valid. Like they make laws that specifically target us and invalidate us and make it hard for us to do their stuff. and that's where the actual Jim Crow slash prejudice comes into play. It's not something that's as openly and blatant. All right. So now, Psalm 20 verse 7, and we get Isaiah. Psalms chapter 20 verse 7. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord our power. And you have these people that trust in Esau, Edom. They trust and say, oh yeah, Esau's going to take care of us. Esau is this, Esau is that, and whatnot. Rather than acknowledging that Esau doesn't have our best interests at heart. All right, Esau wants to destroy us, and we see that through his actions. But you have so many different Jakes that either don't want to see it or just don't see it because the Lord blinded them. All right. Now Isaiah chapter 30 verse 1: Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with the covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Where again, like one common thing is, whenever there's like a movie about zombie apocalypse and whatever, they always say, oh yeah, let's just wait for the military to get here, let's wait for the military to get here, let's wait for this, let's wait for that, or whatever. All right, and then lo and behold, all right, what ends up happening? So what ends up happening is that the military just does not care. They leave these people to die on their own and whatnot. It's just like, okay, well, let's just focus on only taking care of ourselves, and then when stuff goes down, okay, well, fuck them, forget them. They can just up, and we can just leave them to die. All right, where again, the military's whole thing is to protect its people. All right, which honestly, that always kind of like bugged me out to think, because like, if you obviously, those soldiers came from somewhere. Like, you really think that these military people just like, they just don't care to go check or protect their families and stuff like that? It's like, you would think that the military would be like, okay, well, let me go. I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm going to go and help my family out. But oh well, I guess like that maybe it's not. It's all fiction. It's all fiction, and I don't really know how a lot of these people think. Maybe they don't really have families. Sometimes people, might go to the military and not really care about this whole, family stuff and stuff like that. And that's just different people, different situations. Not always so plain and cut and dry and stuff like that. But the main thing is that you have these people that trust in Esau to make things right, either through military might or through whatever other methods that Esau has available to him. Okay, but again, ultimately, we're not supposed to be trusting in that type of power, because the only one we're supposed to be trusting is YAHAWAH in order to deliver us. Okay, and and as a matter of fact, let me get that as a matter of fact, because I had that open. It's Psalms. Where is it? Bear with me one moment. Psalms 37:24. Though he fall, Slakia, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hands. All right. So basically, the Lord is just like, okay, so whenever you're going to be in some trouble, you're going to be in some sort of hardship, the Lord's going to make it so that you're taken care of. Like, you don't have to worry about you're in a bad situation, and okay, well, that's just it for you. You just have to die. Well, no, that's not what's going to happen. The Lord's going to deliver you out of it. The Lord's going to take care of you, protect you, get you into a better position. And that's the thing. Let me get that as well. Bear with me one moment. I'm trying to remember. Sirach chapter 11 verse 21, marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor, for it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. So basically, the Lord, it's easy for the Lord, for the Lord YAHAWAH to turn a bad situation into a good situation, or to just flip things upside down completely. All right, and this is what you have, and you have to have that faith to trust YAHAWAH in order to actually have that done, rather than thinking that, okay, well, the Lord just forgot about me, I'm just gonna go sell my soul, do whatever type bullshit in order to get ahead in life, rather than just being patient, waiting for the Lord to resolve things. Okay, because what did the scripture say in I believe it was Sirach 2, Sirach 2 verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. It says be patient when you're in a low state, when you're in a bad, when you're in a bind, be patient. The Lord's gonna take care of you. The Lord's gonna deliver you out of that terrible spot. Now next, Judges chapter 10 verse 14, go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen, let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. And this is one of the main things. When things get hard, you over here saying, oh yeah, I voted for Trump, oh yeah, I voted for this, oh I trusted in Esau. Well then, honestly, that's the thing where you have too much faith. You have faith in man rather than YAHAWASHI, which at that point it's just like, well, then that basically becomes your God. And when I say God, literally anything can be a God. You can literally have not in this. It's like, it's not just about like worshiping it. Well, yes, that is a part of it, and you might indirectly be worshiping something, but you have to be able to prioritize what is more important to you. Is YAHAWASHI more important to you than whatever hobbies that you have, or and the like? Are you able to set aside, what the fuck? Are you able to set aside some of your time specifically for YAHAWASHI? Why did that happen? Hold on, what the heck is going on? Okay, I fixed it. It's locky. But yeah, are you able to set aside some of your time just specifically for YAHAWASHI in order to say, okay, you know what? I like doing this, but let me remove some of my time just for YAHAWASHI. Like, this is the things that's most important to me. This is what I have to do. This is X, Y, and Z. All right, these are the things that you need to have in mind. Have in mind in general. All right. Let's see what else. Psalm chapter. Never mind. That's crazy that I already had it open. Revelation chapter 12 verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. That's what's going on right now, where Esau or Nero has been going crazy with all these laws and trying to ruin things for Jake specifically. He just does not care. All right, he's been showing that, oh yeah, look at all the things I can do. Look at all the laws I can make. I don't even need to worry about any of the legality of it. He's like, I think, as far as I've seen, DJT has done the most like law making stuff and changing the way things are compared to any other president that I've known. Okay, like I just never thought like a president actually had so much power, because when I was going to school when I was a kid, the people or the teachers always taught and said the president can't do anything. The president has checks and balances to stop him from being able to be a dictator. And then I'm over here watching this dude just go crazy And then it's like, well, what happened to all that checks and balance things? Like, what happened to all those stuff that the teacher said that presidents can and can't do? All right, saying that, oh yeah, the president can't really do much, and then now this dude is just doing whatever the frick he wants unchecked. All right, like this is how this is the true nature of Esau, and it's just like this is more and more showing the time that we're in, which we're that much closer to the end, which shows that, you know, Esau knows that the devil knows that he has only a short time left, so he's making stuff go faster and faster in order to, you know, get us out of here, which is going to get us out of here faster. Now, Yahawadah is us. Next, Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For a nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. So this is just to follow. But firstly, you know, you're gonna have these freaking race wars and stuff like that. Where, Sluggy, there was I did a lesson on this where murdered by a bunch of Jakes. Okay, funny. I think I laughed at that. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. But you know, it goes to show that now Jake is starting to. The Lord is making the weak say that they're strong. All right, let's get that. Jake has always been lynched and freaking killed by Esau, but now it's time to have that change. Joel 3:10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. You also get this. Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. So very soon we're going to get the hunters, where the hunters are, you know, they are the men of the Lord, yes, but it's also just in general judgment from the Lord. You know, the Lord sending Jake or any it can be anyone to just cast judgment, as in like someone that's going to go out to kill and murder and whatnot, or harm people. All right, because the Lord puts spirits on us, on other people, on everyone, in order to do certain things. All right, so yeah. So with that, I pray system was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawadah, SHAMAIWAN, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Abad Ball, and Shalom.